Welcome back, everybody, and we have here game two of the last chance qualifiers for tonight. It's going to be an exciting one. James over here is going to be introducing the team going up against our previous winner, MOOGAGOD.
Yeah, so now we have MAPDC, another team of a lot of one tricks. Zeus, commonly plays the Doomfist. Ziffle, lots of the Junkrat. Meteor plays a lot of the Pharah. And then we also have our supports, Macwell and Dawn.
Yep. And they're going to be going up against MOOGAGOD on, the classic. MOOGAGOD on the Queen, Haru and Exile on support, and Super Gomez and Vapor on DPS. Speaking of MAPDC, do you actually know what it stands for?
No, actually.
No? Alright, I'll be the first to tell you. Multi-angle poke dive comp. So I think we're going to be expecting a lot of multi-angle poke dive in these games today.
That's
what do you think
just
you're going to be
code
pulling up
for
on?
that's just code for Doom, Pharah, Junkrat.
Yeah. Doom Fire Junkrat is actually really scary. I would not want to be on the enemy team if I was facing against that. That sounds it sounds hard to pull off, but if they can pull it off, it's very scary.
Yeah, they're all really proficient at their characters, especially Meteor on the flying characters. They might MOOGAGOD might struggle with that because they've been playing a lot of the Queen and the Mei. Not particularly great against the flying characters. We'll see how it works out.
Mhm.
Uh, and Zeus on the Doomfist, also pretty good against Junker Queen. Maybe it'll disrupt the team a lot. Let that Pharah do lots of damage.
Mhm.
We'll have to see how MOOGAGOD adapts to such a different comp from before.
Yeah, we're gonna be starting on Lijiang Tower. Classic, everybody knows this map. All comps are kind of viable on this map as well. And so I think it's really great to I think it's a good map to start on, especially if you're trying to feel each other out, so that not one team gets more of an advantage than the other. So yeah. We're gonna be going in right about now. They're gonna have to be very wary of Super Gomez's Sojourn, I think, for sure. Especially if they're gonna be playing flyers. The Sojourn can do so much damage, do a lot of lethal damage at that onto MAPDC. So yeah, something to think about if you're on that team.
Yeah, but unlike the Reinhardt Lucio comp, Zeus on the Doomfist can solo contest Super Gomez, kind of just deny that space, and then you combine that with an Echo maybe from Meteor. They just just go straight onto a and deny Super Gomez that space. And I think that's probably their main goal, especially if they watched this last game. Just the main goal is to shut down Super Gomez, and then they can pick apart the rest of the team.
Yeah, for sure. And so we see Meteor actually going on Reaper this time instead of either Pharah or Echo. I think that's a good pick here. I don't think they're very good on this map, the Flyers. And we see Macwell on Kiriko and Dawn on Lucio. So looks like they're going to be using the speed to get around in places. Zeus going in for a preemptive dive there. The wall comes out from Vapor here. Oh!
Yeah.
Booga, a little bit in over here, but Super Gomez, pausing for just a second here. And yeah, I think we just have a lot of poke going on here. Let's see if there's gonna be a pick anytime soon. And yeah, there's a pick onto Muga there with the help of the Mei wall. Sorry, a pick onto Zeus with the help of the Mei wall.
Yeah, without their tank, MAPDC is just gonna have to back up. Yeah, kind of interesting how he just kind of was in there alone. Not exactly sure what happened. No follow from the rest of his team. Maybe too aggro, maybe too. He just thought he could get away.
Maybe slightly too fast. Super Gomez with a headshot onto Meteor, finishing him off. It's looking kind of rough for MAPDC right now. Just losing a lot of players. The wall does come out, and looks like they're just gonna be backing out. Yeah.
Yeah,
the super punch. Oh, Vapor! Meteor falls again! He just came out of spawn. How unfortunate is that?
Oh, and Dawn falls as well. They can't even, get out of, they can't get back into spawn without losing people. And Zeus is still in. He's probably gonna die one more time. Unless he gets
Oh,
Super
there's the
Gomez.
meteor. And let's see if we'll find anyone. Super Gomez, no slide. But yeah, it does not catch him. Tire comes up from Zilpha here. Let's be able to find a pick or so.
Dawn gets Haru, so now healing is so much more reduced on MOOGAGOD. Fire gets nothing done.
And the blizzard comes out from Vapor, but Zeus is able to get out. But Mackerel and Meteor, they do fall. There is the overclock from Super Gomez and gets the pick up to Dawn and Ziffle. Oh my gosh, what dominance here from MOOGAGOD, just kind of showing their prowess on this specific team comp right now.
Yeah, it seems like the coordination from MAPDC is maybe not there, because Zeus is just like, people are just dying in weird spots, not a whole lot of cohesion. The shutdown Super Gomez strat isn't really working, if that's even what they're going for.
And the Mei is doing a lot of work here. There's the Kitsune out from Haru over here. The Queen ult gets Dawn, and I think MOOGA's looking to finish him off, but the Suzu does save. 99% is on the border, and they're in overtime. Let's see if they're going to be able to contest, but oh my gosh.
C9.
That Maywell did a really good job of denying both Dawn and Ziffle the chance to touch the point. Mei is really good on that map overall, just because there's so many tight corridors that she can just pop her wall, and they can run at the enemy team with.
Yeah, but MOOGAGOD isn't in the clear yet. That's Control Center is probably the best rush map of the three. Although rush can work on all the maps, now the divey pokey style that MAPDC really want to play, they can actually play that now. So
yeah, for sure. And we see Meteor and Dawn playing the Pharmacy here, and I think that's to be expected. This is a really good farm map, just because of how high the skybox is.
Yeah, so MAPDC is going to want to take Bridge. MOOGAGOD wants to take White Room. Nothing too crazy here.
Yeah. And Meteor, he's just going to be playing around the central point over here. There's just a lot of space that he can work with, and also, oh my gosh, there is a mid-air strike from Meteor onto Super Gomez, securing the first pick of the map right there. Let's see if we can get another one. And I think that should be playing a lot of spam damage over here, with Junkrat spamming from this angle and then Farah on the other angle, trying to find the Lucio pick there. Unable to find it, really, but yeah, like I said, just a lot of multi-angle poke. Just waiting for the dive part of this comp, and they'll fulfill their team name.
Yeah, this is what it's close, but this is what MAPDC
wants. Oh
want.
my gosh!
Not that though.
Yeah, Super Gomez gets a pick onto Mercy there, and yeah, soon after Ziffle does fall, they're gonna have to play this very safe, or they're gonna have to back out entirely, get a quick reset going on here, but they're gonna have to stall the point as much as possible just so that they can get some progress. They do get a pick onto Haru there, and as MAPDC, they do fall one by one, point is getting capped by MOOGAGOD. Super Gomez 31 HP, going for the health pack, and I think this is a reset for MAPDC.
Yeah, once Super Gomez gets that rail shot, he's gonna be deadly, and that Pharmacy has to play very safe, behind cover. Before if they allow Super Gomez to get that shot, he's gonna die.
And the barrage pops, no kills from that, but also after falling really low, he does not get picked in barrage as well. Popping barrage, you're very vulnerable there. But Vapor, that's gonna pick up to Dawn, and that's a lot of their healing gone. They've only got Macwell here, but he pops the rush, and Super Gomez trying to find a pick sometime soon. He does have the charge shot, and oh my, look, he just shuts down every single tire that he sees. Zeus popping the meteor strike. Oh, but Ziffle gets a concussion mine kill onto Mooga. This is such a long fight, and he has overclock here, and he does pop it, and oh wow, Anexel and Vapor pop their ults as well. Ziffle, though, does get a pick onto Vapor. That's a huge pick. Meteor falling dangerously low here, but unable to survive it. You know what, MAPDC, they do turn the point, however, and Super Gomez falls to the charged punch from Zeus.
Yeah, Super Gomez able to finally kill that Pharmacy, but it doesn't matter. The rest of the team is already dead. I think this is kind of the dive part where Zeus can just free reign if there's no Sojourn shooting at him, especially if there's no Queen there.
Yeah.
As long as they can shut down the Queen or the Sojourn, someone's not gonna either Zeus, Meteor, or Ziffle. They're just gonna find a pick eventually, and they're just gonna get kills.
Yeah, MAPDC, they do a really good job of splitting the focus of MOOGAGOD to allow Zeus to kind of, have free reign and punch wherever he wants. And Zipple gets a really early pick on Zaharu here. That's huge for them. And traps Mooga. Oh my gosh. Huge play from Zipple there, just being able to get those 2 picks to secure this fight.
Yeah, and Super Gomez seems to be trying to go bridge. A little missed time though, because before Super Gomez could even take an angle, someone's already dead on the side of MOOGAGOD.
Yeah.
Goes
And
over the Echo.
There's 2 DPS ults online for the side of MAPDC as well. Oh, the tire does come out right about now. Does get MOOGAGOD, and that is a huge pick. Losing a tank in Overwatch 2, that is going to be very lethal. And what a concussion mine from Zipple as well. MAPDC, they take this point.
Yeah, just pop both DPS will kill everybody. MOOGAGOD didn't have anything besides the rampage, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, and so this is going to go to map 3 of Lijiang. Very close so far. It seems like they finally found their footing when Meteor swapped into the Pharah. First point, like you said, it was really good for them. Really good for the side of MOOGAGOD, just because it was one of the better brawl maps of Lijiang. And yeah, I think they're going to be looking to swap to D.Va here to counter Meteor in some way, just because they've, I think they've noticed that Meteor has been causing some disruption to their team. Being able to just take that high ground freely as Pharah, it's splitting their focus quite a lot. So with the D.Va here, being able to pressure the Pharah down a bit with using DM and, just being able to fly around in the air as well, it's going to be very useful for them.
Yeah, but what I'm a little worried about now is, maybe the Mercy or the, Kiriko left unattended, the Doomfist can just come in and pick off a kill. It depends on how well Meteor and Dawn can just evade the Echo, Mercy, and the D.Va.
And yeah, we see here now they're fighting on point. Mooga is falling quite low, and Vapor is trying to find an angle for this fire. They're trying to go. We're seeing a fire v flyer situation right now, and Mooga able to get a pick onto Zeus, and Vapor beams down Dawn. That's the point for MOOGAGOD right here. Oh, but Zipple pick onto Super Gomez. Let's see what else. Yeah, unfortunately he does get sticky by Vapor, and the rest does come off. So, kind of undoing the progress made by Zipple there.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Meteor, sticks to the Pharah. Pharah is pretty weak into Echo. I think Echo just, plays a lot better into Pharah, a lot better in the 1v1, especially when pocketed.
Yeah, and we see actually Zipple is swapping onto the Reaper here, so no more junk on the side of MAPDC. And Vapor is trying to go up to find the Mercy over here, and unable to find it, but Vapor falls extremely low, and I think we're seeing a Pharah v Pharah situation, or Pharah v Mercy right now. I don't really know what the plan is here. Maybe he can try to find a barrage of some sort, or I think he's just trying to sustain. He's really trying to focus down that Mercy, and it's working. The Mercy is getting caught in positions, and yeah, there's the pick onto Meteor at the end there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what's going on at the moment. There's like 5 different fights happening at once.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, okay.
I think this works better with Zeus gets one with the Meteor Strike. The Mercy is a really big pick.
And Maxwell with a headshot onto Haru there. This could turn things around. D.Va does fall quite low. And yeah, just a bit to the other point there. Mooga does just decide to die, so does Vapor. And yeah, that's the point for MAPDC. The first time they've been able to cap on this specific map. Yeah, so taking a look at ults here, they've got D.Va Bomb and the Valkyrie online. As for MAPDC, we've got the Blossom coming up, and maybe the Valkyrie as well. But I don't know if this Blossom's gonna be able to get that much value. Everyone on MOOGAGOD's team, they're just so mobile, and with D.Va, you can just DM the entire ultimate, rendering it useless. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they play this with the Reaper ults. Maybe they'll use it as bait.
Down to the Echo.
Oh my gosh.
So rough.
And D.Va Bomb does come out. Super Gomez gets to pick off the Meteor. It's a 3v5 right now, and Super Gomez gets another pick off to Macwell. There's the Reaper ult, unable to find anything, just gets beamed down by Vapor. Vapor's doing a lot of work on this Echo right now.
Yeah, the Echo's pretty much just uncontested once like Dawn falls or Meteor falls. No one can really deal with the pocketed Echo.
Yeah,
You know,
and Super Gomez early pick up the Dawn, but that's both Mercies down for both teams. This is really important for both teams. Let's see how they capitalize off of this. Oh, the
Ziffle
pulse
dies yet
bomb.
again. Super Gomez gets 2.
Yep, Super Gomez showing so much prowess right now on the DP. He gets 3. And let's see if we'll be able to finish the 4th. And Zeus does get a pick onto Haru though. And wait, the res does come off from Dawn onto Meteor. They're just gonna try to stall it's just slightly longer. But oh, the copy comes out from Meteor. Goes on Diva just to try and sustain a little bit more. So much is going on right now. Zippel Jaime is just gonna pick onto Muka though, and that is a tank gone for MOOGAGOD. Super Gomez has his next pulse bomb. Let's see what he's gonna do with it. And unfortunately,
Blossom.
yeah, the copy Blossom gets 2, and Vapor 3 picks at the end there, securing them Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, wow, that was pretty clinical actually. They just, it didn't seem like MAPDC had any kind of fighting chance. I think once MOOGAGOD figured out their comp, figured out a way to play around the flying characters, it was just all over.
Yeah, and here is Super Gomez with the play of the game yet again, just showing how strong he is on the Sojourn character. Wow. Honestly, Super Gomez, just a man of many talents, showing his strength on Sojourn, and then also Tracer at the end there.
I gotta say though, Vapor on the Echo, he played Mei, all of last game, and he started Mei again. And I thought, that's just that's all he's gonna play. Pulls out the Echo, it's, looks to be the better Echo if anything, and he's constantly finding picks, getting even 2, sometimes 3, killing the Mercy frequently. He's just getting so much value from in the Echo 1v1.
For sure. Meteor, as much work as he did on Farah during the second point of Lijiang, it was just not enough. He was not able to continue that strength that he showed onto the third point with the swaps made on MOOGAGOD's side. The Diva did exactly as intended, as well as the swap from Vapor and an Exile to the Echo Mercy as well. Looks like MAPDC, they've got some contesters for the best flying team. So looks like we're going to be heading to King's Row for our next map. What do you think about this?
I think we all know what MAPDC is going to play. MOOGAGOD, I'm not too sure because I don't know if they're going to roll on the Diva again. Maybe go back to the Queen. King's Row is famously a rush map, so we'll have to see. I think the Diva works really well into MAPDC's comp because the pressure onto the Mercy and to the Echo Farah is just much greater than you get from a Doomfist, and I think that's what MAPDC is struggling with. The Diva can just pressure the Doomfist as well. The Diva is just kind of just existing and being a nuisance to the entirety of MAPDC, and they can't really do anything about it.
Right. Although King's Row is quite a good Junkrat map, and so I think Zippel can really shine here. He's proven to do a lot on Lijiang, just being able to get random traps, random picks using his concussion mines, and so I think he'll be able to do that a lot here as well. Just King's Row is also kind of another Junkrat playground for him.
Yeah, I'm worried though that Vapor's just gonna pull out the Echo and just rain Terran. There's nothing you can do about it. But although Zippel and the Reaper also didn't really do anything about it, and I think the Reaper is just weaker against the Tracer. The Tracer can duel the Reaper a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay, baby a Lifeweaver?
We might be getting baited right now. But looks like MAPDC, they're going to be rolling out on Echo Reaper. Interesting. No Junkrat for defense on the side of MAPDC. And I think Super Gomez was thinking about swapping onto the Widow for a start, but decided otherwise. But both teams, I think they're just showing themselves on the comp that they played last map.
Yeah, it looks like they're just gonna keep running with the same thing. Except I think Dawn is now on the Ana instead of the Mercy. We'll have to see what how Dawn does. Probably gonna be aiming for some nades on maybe the Diva or the Mercy, trying to helping with those kills, or maybe just providing more healing for Zeus.
Yeah. And yeah, we see just kind of some poking going on here from Super Gomez. Just trying to charge up that punch real quick. Something I really am curious about is how Dawn plays this, because he can get harassed quite easily with the Tracer and Diva on MOOGAGOD's team. They're playing in the hotel right now. Ziffle versus Super Gomez. The Super Gomez falls to 30 HP at the moment. And looks like there's a lot of back and forth going on here. Not many picks secured. There's just a lot of damage being done. Oh, and Vapor falls super low. Unfortunately, he does not die. And we see Ziffle just trying to get some damage in, trying to get pick onto the Mercy, trying to get the Diva quite low. And there's a Pulse Bomb, and finally, that's the first pick! The first pick of the map is from a Pulse Bomb onto Zeus, and that is a huge pick for MOOGAGOD. Losing a tank here, especially when that's their main space maker, it's gonna help them to put a lot more pressure onto MAPDC. And we see Zeus actually has come back really fast here, trying to stall at this point. The Nana goes on to him. He's gonna try and make a play over here.
Yeah, and I think they're Dawn on the Ana. Well, I was about to say didn't die a lot, but then just dies.
Yeah, the Meteor Strike copy. Oh, does get a pick onto someone on the enemy team.
Another Pulse Bomb kill.
Oh my gosh, yeah, quite insane.
Yeah, it just seemed like MAPDC just kind of really split, kind of lost. Dawn on the Ano just wants to play far back, but if he's gonna play far back, no one's gonna help him, and I think that's what happened. Vapor copied Doomfist and just deleted Dawn. Zeus going onto the Hog.
Yeah, and now we're on the streets phase here. I'm curious to see how this swap works out for MAPDC.
I think this is to help Meteor. Just hook the Diva out of DM. Just keep harassing the Diva. Maybe harass the Tracer, and then just let Meteor do his thing.
Yeah, for sure. Super Gomez falls quite low to one of his shotguns. But yeah, uses the recall to get out. And Vapor gets the stickies onto Dawn, which does end up killing him in the end there. You see Zeus here trying to find a hook onto Mercy, unable to find anything.
Yeah, this is pretty bad for MAPDC, and they're still fighting this. If anyone gets picked like that, it's all over. They're not gonna have much of a second point defense.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So much damage being done by the side of MOOGAGOD over here. Super Gomez doing a lot of work, being able to pick off the enemy. Sorry, not the enemy. MAPDC one by one. Yeah, just on the ball this time around, trying to stall maybe before this last point.
I actually quite like this ball pick because the only thing that could really ball can get pressured out by the Tracer and Diva, but other than that, there's no hard TC, and this is kind of the only character that can really put pressure on their Mercy, which is decrease the effectiveness of Vapor. But as I say that, Vapor gets another pick on the Macwell.
Oh, Super Gomez falls so low there, but unfortunately, Zeus was not able to finish them off. But Vapor, oh my gosh, he's doing so much work right now. Pick onto Ziffle Hymax and maybe now onto Meteor, but no, Macwell gets a headshot onto Super Gomez, and they're going to be able to sustain this out a little bit longer, especially with that copy onto the Kiriko. If he can get oh my gosh, if he can get the rush, the copy rush here, that's going to be huge for them. The Diva Bomb does come out, gets nobody, and oh my gosh, what a slam from Zeus there, being able to secure an exile at the end there. Dawn just trying to keep his teammates up as much as possible. Neno goes on to Reaper here. He does have to Blossom. He's going to wait until this raid here, and he's just going to be playing it out. Diva is DMing him right now. I think they might be expecting the Blossom. It's going to be really hard for him to pop this ultimate, but Super Gomez with the pick onto Zeus, and Vapor with the copy Blossom onto Ziffle Hymax. He just had a better Blossom, I guess, and 12 HP. Vapor falls to 12 HP, and he survives.
Yeah, that was just one long fight, but during that fight, the cart just kept pushing. Now it's almost, at the it's at the end.
Yeah. Oh, Ziffle with the pick onto. Yeah. There's the rush coming out from.
No res either. Here goes the Mercy.
Well, yeah, and looks like they're gonna be able to defend this a little bit longer, but again, 3 more minutes for them to defend this all the way through. That's gonna be really hard. Macwell,
it's a reset.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So, looking at ultimates, Pulse Bomb versus Blossom, but undoubtedly Pulse Bomb is the more valuable one. Blossom, unlikely to get a lot of kills. Diva can just eat it. Most of them can just fly away or run away. Pulse Bomb gets nothing though.
Oh, and Super Gomez we see is trying to harass the backline around right now. And Ziffle falling quite low right now, and I'm not sure. Is he gonna be able to pop the bomb? There it is, and yeah, it does. It just doesn't find anything, unfortunately. And we see Muga getting this damage boost right now from Mercy, trying to find a pick onto Dawn, and does find it. The rest comes out onto Vapor, and MAPDC, they're struggling to hold this a bit longer. Bomb comes out. Meteor is trying to do his best to defend longer. We see a swap onto the Cassidy, but no. 2 minutes and 7 seconds for this full cap onto King's Row.
Yeah, it looks like MAPDC are just grasping for straws, trying the gas, the ball. The ball didn't work out quite as hoped. It worked out for a little bit. Like there's able to do maybe a little bit better than the Doom, but in the end, like Vapor. You know, I thought Super Gomez was just gonna like kill everything, but then Vapor's also, you know, killing everything as well. So, you know, if you shut down one, you have to shut down the other as well before, or else like you're just gonna run, you're just gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, Vapor and Super Gomez.
Mercy.
Vapor and Super Gomez have done so much. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're having trouble preventing res because they kill one of the Vapor or Super Gomez, they get res, and they're back in the fight. Zarya.
Sure. Interesting. They're going for the counter pick and playing rock paper scissors here. Yeah, I think they're just going to be looking to deny the D.Va all the space that she's been making, just looking to beam her down before she can get close. And we see Meteor is back on the Pharah, and Ziffle is on Reaper for attack. Not much has changed. Yeah, not anything has changed on the side of MOOGAGOD. They're going to be playing the comp that they know so well. The thing that's really great about MOOGAGOD's composition is that Vapor and Super Gomez are kind of very... they can self-sustain pretty well, especially Super Gomez. Vapor has the Mercy sticking onto him, but even then, he does have a shift that allows him to get out of sticky situations very fast. And so, yeah, we see, a direct hit onto Vapor, and he does fall quite low, and Meteor does finish him off. This is going to enable them to push in a little bit more here. As we see Ziffle going right into D.Va's face right now, gets bubbled, and I think, does not get the D-Mech, but does put a lot of pressure. He's going to TP up onto this high ground over here just to deny them this space. And that's one tick already for MAPDC. And let's see if they can keep this up. Super Gomez is just playing around the hotel, trying to find a pick, perhaps onto Macwell, because Macwell is kind of separated. And Macwell, oh my gosh, as much as he's trying to sustain, there is no bubble for him to be able to live. But Ziffle Hymax with 2 picks onto the Mercy and the Kiriko. That's both supports down on the side of MOOGAGOD. But Super Gomez with 2 picks of his own, he's going to be able to keep this point for his team.
Yeah, but pretty much already all the way there. They just need to get one more tick for MAPDC. Zarya is actually doing a decent amount of work. Ziffle was having a lot of trouble staying alive. It kind of got solved with the bubble, but now you know Tracer is kind of uncontested. No one can really.
Oh my gosh! Another pick onto Vapor, but the Mercy does fall. The Pulse Bomb comes out, and oh my gosh, Meteor with a pick onto Super Gomez. Things are looking quite dicey over here as Zeus falls quite low, and there's just a lot of back and forth going on. The stickies go on to Meteor, unable to find the beam to beam him down. And it looks like a solo barrage comes out, but it doesn't do anything, and yet Meteor falls. This clip goes on to the Mercy here, but I don't think they can do anything about it. No one's looking at this Mercy.
Well, Meteor's got res and he killed Vapor. Another res coming out to Vapor.
Oh my gosh, so much damage.
It seems like whenever MAPDC have an advantage, they can't really capitalize on it. You know, as soon as they get a pick and they're up one or they're even, the res comes out and then it just falls apart.
Yeah. I also have to mention, with this new patch and the Tracer buff, Tracer's able to beam down the Pharah, and Vapor does get the stickies onto Meteor, just delaying their push by a little bit longer. We see Zeus trying to force his way through. Oh my gosh, Super Gomez with the Pulse Bomb onto Dawn.
Oh, this is mean.
Yeah, we got the spawn hold going on here. Macwell does get the pick onto Vapor, but Gomez, again, just being able to find those stray picks. allowing them
Wait,
to do
big grab
so much
with the
damage. But yeah,
Mercy and the Diva.
is there a follow-up though? And we see Tracer here trying to go on the backline as much as possible. Maxwell is in danger. Maxwell 1 HP, and oh my gosh, the Mercy Beam. He's getting so much help, and there it is. 2 picks on the side of MAPDC right now. This will allow them to take the point. I'm so surprised. Maxwell did not die there. I am so shocked. And
Non-saving clutch at the last second.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think
Insane.
Super Gomez, it's just that thorn in their side that's just, you know, making sure Maxwell can't get enough value.
Yeah.
Honestly, they might maybe put away the Far Mercy, bring out the Brig. I think Maxwell might really need it. Super Gomez is getting so much value on this off Tracer. Maxwell is just getting harassed, you know, day in, day out.
Yeah. Sigis do come onto Zeus right now. I think he's farming some energy as of right now, and he's effectively doing so. You can see Maxwell is getting harassed yet again. But yeah, I think the team is doing a good job at protecting Maxwell.
Yeah, and you know, even if Maxwell, damages 60s, just delete Maxwell. I think they're gonna go for. Oh, never mind. It looks like they're just falling apart.
Yeah, Vapor is doing a lot of work on this Echo right now. Yeah, just being able to poke them from afar, get those stickies onto Maxwell when he's unsuspecting them. Yeah, there's 3 ultimates, or 4 ultimates coming up on the side of MOOGAGOD. And oh my, there's an early pick onto Maxwell. They cannot be peeking this at all. They cannot be peeking Vapor, especially not with the Mercy Pocket. He can, if he gets those stickies on you, you might as well just be dead. Like, oh my gosh!
How did John survive?
Oh, it must be the bubble from Zeus. And oh, the airstrike onto Meteor. Yeah.
I really think they need to swap off the Far Mercy. It doesn't seem to be working out at all. The Echo Mercy is just better, and the Diva is still, you know, making sure that the Far Mercy can't get great value.
Yeah.
You know, Zeus is trying his best to, you know, make sure that Diva's in check, but like it doesn't matter when the Tracer and the Echo are just beaming your Far down. Like, what does it matter?
There's a solo grab. Oh no, not a solo grab. It gets both DPS actually, and an Exile gets picked off by Meteor here, and Meteor gets 3 in that. He still has the barrage. That was only 1 ultimate used on the side of MAPDC, so that's really great for them. They're gonna be able to use the rest of these ultimates to push. But
one more time.
Oh my god! Oh my god! He's Mercy too. Oh my gosh, that's actually huge. And you know, Kiriko, she can come back really fast with her TP. So that wasn't really a loss for MOOGAGOD.
Yeah, and Mercy needs someone to actually bring her back, but you know, yeah, it looks like MOOGAGOD's pretty much already back, and now they're already looking for a fight. The Echo's just in there, should die here, maybe.
Oh, but Ziffle gets the pick onto Super Gomez in a 1v1. So that's going to be huge to them. The Thorn on their side is going to be gone here. There's a Nano Pharah going on here. The barrage comes out. Oh my gosh! Gets the Echo and when she tries to fly by. Diva Bomb does come out from Muga as well. Super Gomez on Maxwell. Maxwell falls dangerously low but is unable to survive. And we see the Blizzard also comes out from Ziffle. And that's a pick out to an Exile. A huge pick there. They just need to get Super Gomez here. And I think they're going to be pretty stable going into the 3rd point.
Yeah, but they still MOOGAGOD still have their tank alive, and they still have Gomez. You know, they can do so much. Muka falls really low though. Yep.
Yeah, they're playing kind of split, and Dawn does fall. Mercy is gone, and that's a huge pick for MOOGAGOD right now. Maxwell does get the pick onto Super Gomez though. Meteor falling so low right now. Oh, she doesn't die until the last second. Vapor is going to have his copy for this fight, and there it is. The copy on Zarya.
Zeus has his grab, and it seems like every time he has grab, they win, but Maxwell's getting pressured so hard.
Yeah, there's a grab that comes out, and it's going to be Ziffle and Zeus right now on the point. We have Dawn on Lucio right now trying to stop. A nice one so low right now. Can they even get a pick on him? It's just Ziffle right now, and he gets pushed by Mooga. Oh, and that is King's Row for MOOGAGOD. Just, you know, they just come out stronger and stronger every single map.
You know, it's quite painful to watch because they kept trying. MAPDC kept trying to force the pharmacy, and MOOGAGOD just seemed to have the answer every single time. And Maxwell constantly pressured by Super Gomez. Like Maxwell's just kind of non-existent in this game.
Yeah.
You know, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, and especially with the Tracer buffs coming out, Super Gomez is just able to harass the MAPDC a little bit more than he could have before. It's 6 damage per pellet now. That's quite an increase. And so he was able to use that to his advantage. And King Zero, it was kind of close. Maybe the first point was kind of a steamroll for MAPDC, but I don't know. For the rest of it, MOOGAGOD did a really great job of just defending themselves and harassing the backline like they should in that comp.
Yeah, and not only is the Tracer like really strong into the Ana, just harassing the Ana, the Tracer can also harass the Mercy, which is kind of what makes the entire comp work. If you lose your Mercy, Pharah is just super weak. You can't really do much with the Pharah. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and with the especially against the Echo, so you kind of have to kill their Mercy first. Uh, and if you can't kill their Mercy, it's just falls all over. You kill pretty much everybody at the same time to win this fight. And I think that's like the only time MapGC even won was just with the grab that killed all the important ones first.
Exactly. And so, with that, we're going to go to map 3, which is going to be game point for MOOGAGOD. And map DC, it's their map pick. They have chosen Suravasa. And so, this is the exact same map picks as last match. And so far, the results have seemed to be quite similar. So, if MOOGAGOD does win Suravasa, they will be moving on to the playoffs, as this is last chance qualifiers, and they will be playing against my team, Team Cool Cats. And so, yeah, let's see if they can pull through.
Yeah, I expect them to go back, or MapDC to go back to the Doom comp, probably with an Echo, maybe like a Lucio Kiriko and a Reaper. I don't think they'll be running the Zarya here. It just didn't work as much as I thought it would work. Just the D.Va wasn't what made the comp, what made MOOGAGOD work. It was really the Tracer and the Echo. If you shut down those two, the D.Va can't do anything.
Yeah, exactly. And looks like you're correct about team comp on MapDC. Quite predictable. And yeah, very similar team comp on the side of MOOGAGOD as well. They just stick to what works. And yeah, let's see how they fight this out.
Looks like MOOGAGOD is opting. Nope, still on the Mercy. I think this could prove to be a weakness. I don't think, pocketed flying characters really that good on Suravasa or Flashpoint in general. If they can isolate and pin down this Mercy, especially with a very mobile Lucio Kiriko Doom comp, they might be able to pull off something here.
Yeah, Vapor gets a beam onto Meteor, and I think he was on him the whole time, but they just chose to ignore him. But with that Mercy, you have to be very careful. But oh my gosh, 2 picks on the side of MapDC. Losing the Mercy and Tracer on MOOGAGOD there is important. Yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to take this point pretty freely.
Yeah, it seems like, if you can get the Mercy, the Vapor on the Echo just can't do as much, and if Vapor can't do as much, neither can Super Gomez. They're opting for the Sojourn instead, and looks like they're going back to their bread and butter, the Queen May Sojourn Rush.
Yeah, it seems like it. This has worked for them against Public Enemy #1, and so I'm curious to see how they're going to adapt this comp to go against this specific one-trick team comp. And a punch goes in from Zeus. A wall comes out as well, unable to find him. A lot of damage being done right now, just a lot of poke. Gets a punch out to Super Gomez and trying to charge up his punch again. Haru popping the Kiriko ultimate right now, and Super Gomez trying to find an angle right now. And Blossom comes out, but it's unfortunately nullified by the Kiriko Zuzu. Zeus pulls so low, and Super Gomez finally gets a pick onto him. Gonna try to find a last pick here onto Macwell. Yep, and potentially the Echo as well. Unable to find it, but that's the point for them. But that's 90% for MapDC.
Yeah, it looks like they're in a pretty good spot right now, but now they have to come back and push into the overclock, B and a Blizzard coming up. This is gonna be really tough for them because that overclock has been deadly. But MapDC do have both their support ults and they have copy. They're coming out on pretty much everything except for Blossom.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Dawn does fall to Super Gomez quite early. It is still quite winnable if they're able to find an early pick here onto someone else. Meteor Strike does come out from Zeus here onto Super Gomez, trying to find a pick here, but Oh my gosh, Super Gomez getting that pick onto Meteor as well. This is basically a 3v5 right now. And I don't think they're going to be able to find anything here as Muga cleans up the rest of the kills. They're going to have one more fight here, and until the point is successfully capped by MOOGAGOD.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a pretty messy fight too. They don't have much time to come back. Probably a beat engage, if anything. Even if they, it looks like they might not even come back. They only have 10% left. It's gonna go down real quick.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna try Zeus touching them in, and they do get a touch on, and there is the beat, but Zeus does fall. Beat comes out from an exile as well over here, and so does Vapor's ultimate, the Blizzard, trying to find someone, and Super Gomez, again, he's just on the side. No one's really looking at him, and yeah, there's a first point of Surabasa for MOOGAGOD.
Yeah, Zeus dies before he can get the beat. Yeah, everything just falls apart. MOOGAGOD actually fell pretty low there, but without the Doomfist, there's nothing that can really like secure the kills. Nothing that can do like that large amounts of splash damage.
Yeah, and so MOOGAGOD, they're looking really strong right now with the ultimates that they have. Overclock, Rampage, and Kitsune Rush. Like, I think those are three really strong ultimates, and nothing to defend it on the side of MAPDC. And there is Haru popping out that Kiriko ult to open up the fight. Oh, but Maxwell does get a headshot onto Super Gomez, killing him and rendering him out of this fight. Zeus trying to find a pick onto Vapor. Oh my gosh! And with those ultimates. Oh my gosh.
MAPDC I think I'm gonna pull this one out, it looks like.
Yeah, using, I think, only the copy.
Yeah, only the copy. Now they have the Blossom, and without the Diva, the Blossom they don't really have much to counter it besides like Suzu, but if they can draw the Suzu out, the Blossom can do lots of damage.
Yeah,
and they're also
agree.
coming up with their own rush, the Kitsune Rush.
Yeah, so with those two ultimates being used, the Rampage and I think it was the Beat, they weren't able to find anything in that oh, not the Beat, sorry, the Kitsune Rush, but Super Gomez gets a shot onto Ziffleheim
though, and he's just goes too deep. They win this fight for free. They don't get any ults out of it.
Yeah, Super Gomez, his third pick. He's gonna get a fourth. Oh, Muga does steal it out of his clutches, but yeah, 4K there. Very nice 4K from Super Gomez. Able to get them the point kind of just for free.
Yeah, this is really bad because now Vapor's built up the Blizzard, Haru and Nexar are close to their ult. Zeus dies again! They're just gonna keep building up these ultimates and win these fights for free.
Yeah, Zeus has to be very careful with that wall, you know, like I think he thought he could get out for free, but no, he has to be very wary of his surroundings. He could just get picked out for free just like that. But since he is Doomfist, he is back very fast, and yeah, let's see how this plays out.
What once looked like a huge pick on the Super Gomez though.
Yeah, big punch. The Blizzard does come out from Vapor over here, but so does, oh my gosh, so does the Rush and the Blossom. And it looks like MAPDC are going to be playing this really fast and taking the point back. Muga does get a pick onto Macwell, but Macwell, again, he can just TP since he is Kiriko.
Yeah, and, you know, 2 ults for 1 in a fight win. I think you take that if you're MAPDC. Unfortunately, though, Super Gomez he's still holding on to his overclock, and now they have support ults, and Muga can come up on his Rampage pretty quickly.
I'm wondering if they can find the opportunity to touch. The point does tick very fast, and no, they don't.
But Muga gets... Wait, they capped?
Yeah, they're not able to touch the point, and I think if you're MAPDC, you gotta be pretty happy about that. Even though you get picked off over here, you secured a fight, and Ziffle does get one in the end. That is quite a bit of ult charge on the side of MOOGAGOD though, but it's not too bad. They've only got 2 ultimates online after that.
Yeah, and if they happen to pop those ultimates at the same time, a well-timed beat from Dawn can counteract both of them.
Yeah.
Although MAPDC had no other ultimates, the Blossom's still a little bit away, and that's not even guaranteed to get great value. Zeus gets picked off yet again. The wall has been deadly to Zeus.
Yeah, agreed. And Suzu does come out here. MOOGAGOD might be looking for a Rampager, knowing that Suzu is out. Or he might choose to save it here. But I think with the amount of pressure that's being put on to MAPDC, he's going to choose to save it for the next fight. Vapor just getting some stray shots. That's not... there's no more ice block for him. So he's kind of in a sticky situation if he were to get pressured. And we can see Lucio is going off the edge. Oh my gosh!
This is dangerous.
Oh, does it find anybody? It finds Dawn. I think it only finds Dawn, and he beats for it just himself. Interesting. Oh, Zeus trying to find a pick on the Super Gomez does
It's
find
both
it in the
DPS.
end. Yeah, and I think this is gonna be an easy take.
Yeah, the flank rampage just only catches one, in which case it was Dawn, and Dawn just beats, barely gets anything done. And then Super Gomez gets isolated by Zeus, and both DPS fall to Zeus. Very messy fight from MOOGAGOD.
Yeah, agreed. They still do have the overclock though. They held it, but I think Zippel might be looking for a flank blossom here with the speed boost. I see they're rotating right now. Suzu does come out and he chooses to pop it, and yep, that's perfect. That's exactly what they want from that fight. Although he does fall from Vapor, this is a perfect fight on the side of MAPDC. This is exactly what they wanted. They just committed Blossom and oh, not just Blossom, sorry, 3 ultimates. They committed the Echo ultimate as well as the Kiriko ultimate for that fight. But honestly, with how fast at this point ticks, it's probably going to turn into their favor. They've already got 80%. This might be another situation where it might be close for MOOGAGOD to touch, but I think they're going to be able to do it this time.
They should get this. They shouldn't see 9 this time, but now they have so many ultimates. Got so many ultimates to work with, and they're looking very rough for them.
Yeah. Oh, the Blizzard comes out from Vapor. Muga gets 2 here, and unfortunately, even though Meteor was able to get a pick onto Haru, Muga does kill him in the end. But Zeus, trading back and forth here, just trying to stall out as much as possible. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Zeus gets 3! Oh my gosh! And that's only 2 of them on point. If they can get back fast, I think they'll be able to retake it.
Doesn't seem likely. These, the Queen just is gonna stay alive, especially without the Doom there. What's concerning is Super Gomez still has that overclock, still hasn't used it. It's been several minutes now, but whenever he does use it, that could be so deadly. Oh, Dawn has to touch here. They don't have
here. I think Doofus is gonna touch, yeah, and they got 2 on the point right now. Looking to pressure Super Gomez. Oh, there's the beat on the side of MOOGAGOD. That's gonna provide so much value for their team. And yeah, it does not look like MAPDC are able to reclaim this point. And again, the overclock.
Still holding the overclock. Muga has built another ult. There's well 2 ults before Super Gomez has used his overclock. But you know what? It doesn't matter. He's still finding picks. He's still finding kills. Still doing damage.
Yeah, agreed. That was very close though. That was a very close point for both teams. But MOOGAGOD did catch it in the end. But dude, popping the Meteor Strike right now, trying to find a pick. Maybe that's Super Gomez. Super Gomez does fall quite low, unable to find that punch onto him, but the Rampage does come out, and Zippel does get caught, but the Suzu is able to save their team from that bleed and from the anti. Super Gomez finally popping that overclock, just finding the Kiriko there, and Zippel, he might be able to find one more if he's careful, but no, the overclock does run out, but I think they're going to be looking to fight this out. Shout does come out from Queen to be able to sustain his team more, but Super Gomez does get to pick up the Meteor. Zeus falling quite low. I think he's going to fall here as well, and that's the point cap for MAPDC. Oh, sorry, not MOOGAGOD.
Yeah, Super Gomez finally pops his ult, but now they only have the rush versus the beat. Actually quite a few ultimates on the side of MAPDC. MAPDC should be able to pull out a win on this next fight. It's just, do they pop all their ultimates? Or can they win without it? There goes beat.
Yeah, we can Meteor here fighting MOOGAGOD right there, and just decides to copy Queen and just 1v1, and just like that, is he gonna be able to find a pick onto? Yeah, Super Gomez, yes he does, with that bleed from the Queen. That's a pretty good value copy, to be honest. They use the Echo and the Lucio ult over there in that fight, and honestly, it's not too bad.
Yeah, that was a pretty clean fight. Yeah, 2 ultimates for a very fast fight. They only got MOOGAGOD only got 54%. That means they do have to win at least one other fight, and probably a recontest.
Right.
Oh, Zeus is so low.
Oh, Zeus.
He needs to not die here.
He just goes in, and unfortunately the mage just denies him his path to go out. So, yeah, MAPDC, they're going to be falling one by one over here. Unfortunately, unable to keep this point for longer than they have. But, that's, about 60%.
No, but that's disastrous. You want to, you're down ultimates realistically, because MOOGAGOD's coming up on 5. You want to get some ultimates out of that for a fight loss.
Oh my gosh!
Well, and that is even worse. This is last fight. Zeus is about to die again. He doesn't use his ult.
Ziffleheimex pops the Blossom. Oh, but they get 2. They do get 2. The Blizzard does come out from Vapor over here. I don't know if it finds anybody, but they have to touch. And unfortunately, Ziffle does fall to Haru's kunais, and 1% left, and no. MOOGAGOD are the champions of the LCQ. Let's see if they can keep up this performance moving into the playoffs.
Yeah. I gotta say, what a disastrous last fight for MAPDC. Zeus dies yet again first. Doesn't even use his ult. He had his ult, just doesn't use it. And then and everything just falls apart. Mako, I think, actually got picked first there, and they just had to go, but they couldn't.
Yeah, that Mei on the side of MAPDC or MOOGAGOD just did so much work in being able to deny Zeus the ability to have as much mobility as a Doom should have, being able to wall off his exit points and just being able to slow him down a little bit more on his dives enables their team to kind of just go all in on certain players. So really great job on the side of MOOGAGOD. Very nice try from MAPDC. This is the second time they've been playing together, and the first time they played, actually, MOOGAGOD fell 0-3 to MAPDC, and so I guess this could be kind of their revenge. And yeah, what a great series overall.
Yeah, I gotta say, MOOGAGOD, very flexible, honestly. Like, whatever MAPDC had, MOOGAGOD was able to work around it with swaps. And, MAPDC, obviously, 3-1 tricks. Not much you can really do. They couldn't figure out any counters to this Queen comp. Nothing really worked, and the Doomfist just dying over and over again to the Mei walls. Just getting isolated and just not getting the value they need.
Yeah, and yeah, even though it was a 3-0, it was also still quite close. Li Zhang, right? I think that was a really great map to watch to see how each team played each map differently, and Saravasa as well. There were a lot of great moments from both teams going into that map. It's just interesting to see how MOOGAGOD adapted to this team comp and how they came out on top. So props to them, really great job, and we're gonna be seeing them against Team Cool Cats tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. And so stay tuned for that. And Sunday, we'll be moving on to grand finals, where we will see which team wins the gaming chairs provided to us by Monster Energy. So stay tuned for that, and we hope to see you then.